A chill has descended upon the rolling hills and cobbled streets of Emmerdale, and it has nothing to do with the unpredictable Yorkshire weather. It's a cold, creeping dread that has taken root in the heart of Home Farm, and its target is none other than the recently returned and already embattled Joe Tate. For days, a shadowy figure has been playing a twisted game of cat and mouse with Joe, leaving a trail of unnerving gifts designed to unravel him. And just when we and Joe thought we had our man, the plot has twisted in a way that has left the entire village, and us dedicated viewers, asking the same tantalizing question. If Billy Fletcher is innocent, then who on earth is tormenting Joe Tate? Let's be honest, it's been a rocky road for Joe since his dramatic return from the dead. He waltzed back into the Dales carrying more baggage than a transatlantic flight, reigniting a fiery and forbidden romance with Dawn Taylor, the estranged wife of the brooding and heartbroken Billy. It was a recipe for disaster, a simmering pot of resentment and betrayal just waiting to boil over. So when Joe's pristine car was violently scratched, and his vital autoimmune medication vanished into thin air, all eyes, especially Joe's, fell squarely on Billy. You could almost feel the raw, wounded pride radiating from Billy. Here was a man who had lost his wife, his family, and his home, now being accused of petty vandalism and theft. The tension between the two men has been a palpable thing, a thick, suffocating blanket of animosity that you could cut with a knife. Joe, convinced that Billy's grudge had festered into a dangerous obsession, decided to take matters into his own hands. In a move that screamed of his old, ruthless Tate instincts, he enlisted the help of a shady fixer named Sean, a man who looked like he was born to lurk in the shadows. The instruction was chillingly simple. I want him to be scared. Scared enough to know he can't just do what he wants all the time. Just don't go overboard. It was a classic Joe Tate power play, a stark reminder of the man he used to be. The man who believed that fear was a currency he could spend to get whatever he wanted. We held our breath as Sean, a glint of steel in his hand and menace in his eyes, stalked Billy on his morning run. For a heart-stopping moment, it seemed as though Billy was about to pay a brutal price for a crime he may not have even committed. But then, a twist of fate, a stroke of Emmerdale magic. Jai Sharma, ever the bustling depot manager, intercepted Billy, desperate for an extra pair of hands at work. And just like that, the violent confrontation was averted, and Billy was whisked away, completely oblivious to the danger that had been lurking just inches away. Back at Home Farm, the sense of unease was about to be dialed up to 11. Joe, perhaps feeling a flicker of something akin to satisfaction, wandered into his bedroom. There, lying innocently on his bed, was an envelope. For a fleeting, heart-wrenching moment, a smile touched Joe's lips. A love note from Dawn, perhaps. A sweet, secret message to soothe his troubled mind. The reality was a bucket of ice-cold water to the face. The note, a grotesque collage of letters cut from newspapers, was a chilling message from his tormentor. Don't you think you can ever sleep easy? I'm watching you. The smile vanished, replaced by a wave of cold fury and, dare we say it, a flicker of genuine fear. The final nail in the coffin of the Billy did it theory came later when Sean, the hired muscle, returned to an irate Joe. His mission had been a bust. He'd been tailing Billy all day, and the man hadn't set foot near Home Farm. He had an airtight alibi. He was at work when the sinister love letter from hell made its grand entrance. And so the carefully constructed case against Billy Fletcher crumbled into dust, leaving a gaping void of uncertainty. If Billy, the man with the most obvious motive, the man consumed by a righteous and understandable anger, wasn't the one pulling the strings, and who was? The question hangs heavy in the Emmerdale air, a tantalizing mystery that has set tongues wagging and theories flying. Could it be Dawn, the woman who has thrown her lot in with Joe, the woman who once pushed him from a window in a fit of rage? Is it possible that her love has curdled into a slow-burning revenge? Or perhaps it's young Clemmy, Dawn's daughter, a child who has already been caught in the crossfire of Joe's manipulative games. Could her childish fear have manifested into a campaign of terror? Let's not forget the ever-loyal Sam Dingle, who has been a surprising confidant for Joe in recent days. Could his friendly advice be a clever facade, masking a deeper, more complex game? And what of Carrie Wyatt, a woman who has every reason to despise Joe for his role in her daughter Amy's tragic fate? The list of potential suspects is as long as the winding country roads that lead to the village. One thing is for certain, Joe Tate has kicked a hornet's nest, and the stings are coming from a direction he never anticipated. The scratched car and the stolen medication were just the opening salvos in a war he didn't even know he was fighting. Now, with a direct threat delivered to the heart of his sanctuary, the game has changed. This is no longer about a bitter ex-husband. This is about a predator who knows their way around home farm, a ghost from his past, or a new enemy hiding in plain sight. The coming days will undoubtedly be a roller coaster of paranoia, suspicion, and frayed nerves for Joe. Every shadow will hold a potential threat, every whisper a hidden meaning. As viewers, we are on the edge of our seats, caught in the grip of a whodunit that is as emotionally charged as it is baffling. The one thing we know for sure is that in Emmerdale, the deepest secrets and the most dangerous enemies are often closer than you think. And for Joe Tate, the nightmare is only just beginning.